Hey everyone, Dennis from Gadsden Freedom Outdoors here. Today we're doing an unboxing of the ATN X-Sight 5 LRF 3x15. We're waiting for a month for this scope. So we have a nice neoprene heavy duty scope cover, full directions, quick setup guide. Tells you exactly what SD card to use. Another quick setup guide, how to attach your 30mm scope rings, IR light. An important note, you gotta update your firmware. Check the website to make sure your firmware on your scope is up to date. All right, let's get into it. We have a battery charger for the IR light, which is USB charging cable. 30mm scope rings. This one here, you can attach the IR right to the side of the scope instead of on the rifle. Here's your IR light. It has an attachment already. I mean, I'm putting this on my AR-10 308. It's gonna go on a pick rail. Got a lens cloth. Have an eye relief, and this for the front of the scope to help keep out some of the light. Same with the eye relief. We have a flip cap lens cover, which is awesome. I love using these, especially in rainy or snowy weather. Helps keep your lens clean. We have some Allen keys to attach to the pick rail. And here is the scope. The ATN X-Sight 5 3x15 LRF. Laser rangefinder built into the scope. I believe this weighs just under 2 pounds. From what I read, it's a bit smaller than the X-Sight 4. So everything to deal with the scope, power button, nighttime, daytime hunting, everything is done from right on top of the scope, right at your fingertips. An adjustment here, another zoom feature in the front of the scope. We have your charging port and your SD card port. They're both very thick rubber gaskets to keep that weather out. I mean, overall, it's a very solid, well-made scope. One thing I will say, and this is from already dealing with customer support. I had a small issue, my big clumsy fingers, I went to put the SD card in. There is a tiny gap right at where you put the SD card in. Unfortunately, my SD card fell into the scope. Within 10 minutes, I was on the phone with a representative. 20 minutes later, I had an email for return label. Sent it out within 2 hours of receiving it. My scope was returned with a full update on the firmware within 3 days. Their customer service are excellent. Even the sales rep that we dealt with was fantastic. Stayed in touch with us. It was a process. We ordered the scopes May 1st. I believe we got them May 25th, somewhere around there. They was producing and still making the scopes as they were taking the orders. One downside of it. Just a side note, ATN does support and honors our military, active or vets, and our first responders, active and retired first responders. They offer a discount for military and first responders. So if you're interested, don't order online, call the sales team, inform them that you're military or first responder, and they will give you a discount. I believe it's 10%. After you place the order, they send you an email and you gotta upload your credentials. Took me 5 minutes. Once I sent them, I got verified. Discount was applied to the account. Saved over $100 buying the scope. Just a side note, I'd like to put that out there when we use a company that supports our military and first responders. Anytime we do a video, we will inform you if it's a company that supports us. We try and use those companies, give them business because they support all of us. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, keep an eye out for more videos. We will be using the leveling system, the scope leveling system, later this week, and we will be doing a video when we mount these on our AR-10s, 308s. I think we'll be doing that video on Friday. Should be out this upcoming weekend. Keep an eye out for that video. And then the following week, we'll be taking the guns to the range. So keep an eye out for that. One of the cool things with this scope, it's supposed to be a one-shot zero. Take your first shot. If it's off, you go into zeroing mode. And what happens is when you take your first shot, if it's not in the bullseye, you move the crosshairs to where your shot was, and the scope automatically zeroes it in. Follow it up with a few extra shots just to make sure you're at zero. Well, we're going to do this at 50 yards, store it in the ballistics, and then probably take it out to 100 yards and do the same thing, rinse and repeat, so we know for sure that our scope's a zero. So keep an eye out for that video as well. Please, again, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and thank you very much. We appreciate all of you.